bright new star that's shining. Can you see its light? And it's pointing in one direction. I just know it's right. There are 17 goals to strive for, and the road is long. But maybe this is what we were meant for. We're 7 billion strong. Can this finally be our time? Can these 17 goals all rhyme? We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a lot less greed. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dream into reality for you and me. The nations have met and spoken, and the words ring true. Whether words turn into action depends on what we do. They're talking of transformation, a whole system's view. But whether we can hold the whole planet in our hearts and minds depends on me and you. Like birds who have stretched their wings. Take these 17 goals and sing. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we
tapi kadang kalau macam background ni
Kalau macam tadi dia cakap
tak nampak.
dia mana lock MC tau.
Tu.
Dia mana click tau kat sini.
Nampak lah. Tadi nampak. Join.
Ada group Underground. Nanti kalau nak download nak lagi.
Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dream into reality for you and me. And for everyone, and the ones who come after us. Everywhere in all its forms, end hunger, make health and well-being the norm, provide education everywhere for all ages, create decent jobs that pay decent wages, clean energy and water for the whole population, clean up industry with lots of green innovation, equality and empowerment for women and girls, equality for everyone all over this world. Creating sustainable cities is vital. All production and consumption has to stay in closed cycles. The climate, the land, the ocean, ecosystems, all life on this planet is crying out for assistance. Got to end war, make peace, do right by one another. To every human sister and brother. To achieve these sustainable development goals, we'll give it our minds, hearts, bodies. Like birds who have stretched their wings. Take 17 goals and sing. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a lot less greed. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace. Turn dreaming to reality for you and me. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives. Education and equality go side by side. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land. Clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. There's a bright new star that's shining. Can you see its light? And it's pointing in one direction. I just know it's right. There are 17 goals to strive for, and the road is long. But maybe this is what we were meant for. We're 7 billion strong. Can this finally be our time? Can these 17 goals all rhyme? We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives. Education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land. Clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a lot less greed. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace. Turn dream into reality for you and me. The nations have met and spoken, and the words ring true. Whether words turn into action depends on what we do. They're talking of transformation, a whole system's view. But whether we can hold the whole planet in our hearts and minds depends on me and you. Like birds who have stretched their wings. Take these 17 goals and say, we love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives. Education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land. Clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a lot less greed. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace. Turn dream into reality for you and me. And for everyone, and the ones who come after us.
Everywhere in all its forms. End hunger, make health and well-being the norm. Provide education everywhere for all ages. Create decent jobs that pay decent wages. Clean energy and water for the whole population. Clean up industry with lots of green innovation. Equality and empowerment for women and girls. Equality for everyone all over this world. Creating sustainable cities is vital. All production and consumption has to stay in closed cycles. The climate, the land, the ocean, ecosystems, all life on this planet is crying out for its
Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
Be gentle.
Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
Kenapa baca kita tu tiga boleh tak?
Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
There's a bright new star that's shining. Can you see its light?
Percubaan suara 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Testing mic 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
There are 17 goals to strive for, and the road is long. But maybe this is what we were meant for. We're 7 billion strong. Can this finally be our time? Can these 17 goals all rhyme? We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs.
Boleh dengar ke?
An economy that gives us what we
Hello,
Ya,
dengar ke?
Doktor. Ya, Doktor dengar, Doktor.
Okay.
Dengar doktor.
Alright.
We all really need green cities, green products, and a lot less greed. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dream into reality for you and me. The nations have met and spoken, and the words ring true. Whether words turn into action depends on what we do. They're talking of transformation, a whole system's view. But whether we can hold the whole planet in our hearts and minds depends on me and you. Like birds who have stretched their wings. Take these 17 goals and say, we love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we all really need, green cities, green products, and a lot less green. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dream into reality for you and me. And for everyone, and the ones who come after us.
End poverty everywhere in all its forms. End hunger. Make health and well-being the norm. Provide education everywhere for all ages. Create decent jobs that pay decent wages. Clean energy and water for the whole population. Clean up industry with lots of green innovation. Equality and empowerment for women and girls. Equality for everyone all over this world. Creating sustainable cities is vital. All production and consumption has to stay in closed cycles. The climate, the land, the ocean, ecosystems, all life on this planet is crying out for assistance. Got to end war, make peace, do right by one another. Be generous to every human.
Tutup
Brother, to achieve these sustainable development goals, we'll give it our minds, hearts, bodies, and souls.
Like birds who have stretched their
Tinggal
take 17 goals and say, ending poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a lot less green. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dreaming to reality for you and me. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Ending poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand.
Cubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
Cubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
Cubaan suara ini daripada Indonesia ke?
Tak tahu dia tak suara 1, 2, 3. Tak support dia tak. Tapi ada lah. Tapi nak tutup ni boleh. Cubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
Ada kan? Ada.
bright new star that's shining. Can you see its light? And it's pointing in one direction. I just know it's right. There are 17 goals to strive for, and the road is long. But maybe this is what we were meant for. We're 7 billion strong. Can this finally be our time? Can these 17 goals all rhyme? We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. And in poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a life that's green. We love the SDGs. We love the SDGs. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace. Turn dream into reality for you and me. The nations have met and spoken, and the words ring true. Well, the words turn into action, depends on what we do. They're talking of transformation, the whole system's view. So whether we can hold the whole planet in our hearts and minds depends on me and you. Like birds who have stretched their wings. Take your 17 goals and say, poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water that go hand in hand. An economy that gives us what we all really need. Green cities, green products, and a life that's green. Now we have to come together, live in justice and peace, turn dream into reality for you and me, and for everyone, and the ones who come after us.
Everywhere in all its forms. End hunger, make health and well-being the norm. Provide education everywhere for all ages. Create decent jobs that pay decent wages. Clean energy and water for the whole population. Clean up industry with lots of green innovation. Equality and empowerment for women and girls. Equality for everyone all over this world. Creating sustainable cities is vital. All production and consumption has to stay in closed cycles. The climate, the land, the ocean ecosystems, all life on this planet is crying out for assistance. Got to end war, make peace, do right by one another. Be generous to every human sister and brother. To achieve these sustainable development goals, we'll give it our minds, heart, bodies, and souls.
Like birds who stretch their wings. 17 goals and say,
Ini juga kurang saya
poverty and hunger, living healthy lives, education and equality go side by side. Taking care of all the life in the ocean and land, clean energy and water, they go hand in hand.
Anak tak perlu jadi kita rasa sudah cukup. Pasal kita dapat ini dapat penerapan kita buka sikit sebagai kita. Ini yang dilakukan ini kita akan bagi cukup belum cukup. Bagi nampak kita apa semua kita
Itu soal ditinggalkan sama itu, maksudnya itunya. Ini. Terus, ya, gitu.
Kak Racing ada mula.
Belum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to Associate Professor Dr. Sadatul Akmal Muhammad, Director, Center for Global Sustainability Studies, University Science Malaysia, Dr. Ashirah Abdul Rahim, Coordinator, Regional Center of Expertise, RCE Penang, University Science Malaysia, Mr. Muhammad Said bin Ibrahim, Deputy Director, Student Development Sector from the Penang State Education Department, Madam Nur Hayati binti Abdul Halim, Principal of SMK Datuan, Butterworth, Penang, Mr. Muhammad Izwan bin Muhammad Aminuddin from the Department of Environment, Penang, and the speakers for today, Mr. Muhammad Amirul Shafiq bin Izam from RCE Sejahtera Youth, Mr. Megat Nabil bin Megat Nawawi, Miss Babaniswari, anak perempuan Kumaran, and Mr. Muhammad Haziq bin Rahmatullahan from SMK Dato' Butterworth, Penang, Mr. Muhammad Ardian Ramadan and Miss Nisha Khaira Utami from SMR Trend Science Jombang, East Java Province from Indonesia, Miss Song Yu Kim from Tongyong Girls High School, RCE Tongyong, Korea. RCE Penang Fellows, USM staff, RCE family, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sharifah Tasneem, your moderator for today's program. On behalf of RCE Penang, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate all of you taking time off your busy schedule to join us today for our online program on International SDG Challenge School Program during COVID-19 pandemic. A perspective from students through sustainability competition organized by RCE Penang, USM, in collaboration with Penang Education Department with SMK Dataon Butterworth. The main objective for today's program is to develop student leadership for building a sustainable society through education and sharing knowledge from the perspective of youth regarding the Sustainable Development Goals or the SDGs. We hope you will learn a lot today as we have lined up for you activities that are fruitful and engaging. Before we begin, to all participants, please mute your mic to prevent interruption during the session. Thank you. The event is also being held in conjunction with Hari Alam Sekitar Negara, or our Malaysian National Environment Day, HASN, that falls on 21st October every year. And there are numerous environment-related activities that will be carried out the whole month. Thank you once again for joining us on today's webinar. Our welcoming ceremony will begin shortly. Without further ado, let's listen to the welcoming speech. To start off this morning's formalities, I would like to invite Dr. Ashirah Abdul Rahim, Coordinator, Regional Centre of Expertise, RCE Penang, University Science Malaysia, USM, to deliver her welcoming speech. Please welcome Dr. Ashirah Abdul Rahim.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, selamat pagi, good morning, good day to everyone. Thank you, MC, our moderator for today, Puan Sharifah. Yeah. Okay. Yang berusaha, Associate Professor Dr. Sadatul Akmal Muhammad, Director, Center for Global Sustainability Studies, University Science Malaysia. Yang dihormati Mr. Muhammad Said bin Ibrahim, Deputy Director, Student Development Sector, Penang State Education Department. Madam Nur Hayati Abdul Halim, Principal, Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Datuk On Butterworth Penang. Yang berusaha Mr. Muhammad Izwan Muhammad Aminuddin, from the Department of Environment Penang. And yang berusaha Dr. Nuraida Yaakob, our project manager for this program this morning from RCE Penang, USM. I would like to also welcome our speakers for today, Mr. Muhammad Amirul from the RCE Sejahtera Youth from RCE Penang, Mr. Megat Nabil, Megat Nawawi, Miss Bana Niswari, anak perempuan Kumaran, and Mr. Muhammad Haziq Rahmatullah Khan from SMK Datuk On Butterworth, Mr. Muhammad Argian Ramadan and Miss Nisha Khaira Utami from SMA Transscience Jombang East Java, from Indonesia, and Miss Song Yu Kun, Tongyong Girls High School from RCE Tongyong. We are very happy to have everyone here, and of course to all our RCE Penang fellows, teachers, parents, USM staff, and also of course our students, our beloved students. Welcome, welcome to this program, our online webinar that we have today, learning experience during the pandemic COVID-19. in conjunction with the International Sustainable Development Goals Challenge School Program. A perspective from students. Yeah, we are very happy to listen to the students, and we have had activities conducted. So today we will be hearing the sharing from them. So, ladies and gentlemen, in early 2020, the world was attacked by, we had, COVID-19. Now we are almost nearly 2 years, with this pandemic. And this has changed our daily activities, and it has affected everyone, including the education sector. And the question was, and I think still very relevant at the moment, is what can we do, to continue our work as educators, and also for the students, to continue their journey in learning, and in this challenging time, a very, very challenging time. And I think that together, through, for example, through this program, working together in collaborations, by joining efforts among us, among all those that are, whether we are in the university, in the schools, in the agencies, and also with the parents and students, we could provide a learning platform, for this adaptive process, and we are learning from this. And inshallah, we hope that from here we can, develop how we can proceed and do our best in going through. Hopefully it will change, for the better. Okay. And last year, I think, beginning of this year, in response to these pandemic challenges, the Sejahtera Club of RCE Penang, in collaboration with Sekolah Menengah Datuk On Butterworth, proposed, this program, and we are happy that it has taken off, together with the state Penang education department, through what we call the SDG challenge school program. And this is actually focusing also on the SDG number 4, the quality education. How can we promote this quality education during this challenging time? And it also ensure inclusive, and equitable quality education, and at the same time promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. I think through this approach, not just the students are learning, we are also learning, together, looking at how we can improve our services, what we are doing. And Alhamdulillah, this program has been held since the 1st of September. And today, the highlight, we are having the online program, and maybe learning who, and also at the end of the day, we will know the winners. So it is also an avenue, a platform for our Sejahtera Club members. One of RCE Penang network that we created to have a more activities, and also collaboration with the schools in Penang especially, and also schools in other parts of Malaysia. And we are happy this year that we also have participations, from not just schools from Penang, but also schools from the other in Malaysia, from Korea, from Japan, and Indonesia, to get together, share on and disseminate ideas, information and efforts to promote good competitive value among students in the through co-curriculum. Of course, we couldn't go for the curriculum, but we are looking at how we can also ensure that the co-curriculum among students are still active, even though we are studying from home and we are having this challenging time with this to stay safe at home and away from the pandemic. Okay, And as highlighted by our moderator just now, yeah, this program is to empower students, yeah, to be leaders. Also, but we are looking at competitions, yeah, and teamwork, building competitions and teamwork. It is not easy, yeah, doing something online, very far from your colleagues, yeah. But this is something that we have to be prepared and try to work. You know, how can we do teamwork, yeah, online, being away, but still are able to work together. And the sharing of views and concerns, because this is not just us and not just you as an individual or your school, everyone in the world is having this. So by sharing, you are also looking at others, how they are coping, and what can we learn and share with them as well. So I don't want to go very long on this, yeah. Just a bit on the program, yeah. I think the competition that was held from the 1st to the 24th of September, we had three competitions. The first one was STEM and Innovation Smart and Creative Recycling competition. And the second was the healthy camping, no cook snacks, food competition. So we are not able to go out and camping, unfortunately, but this is something that we can look forward to. Yeah, maybe after this we can go. Yeah, but so we learn something how to cook. Yeah. And the other one is the RCE Penang Dato On Butterworth 5 kilometer virtual run challenge. This is of course to stay active. Yeah, you need to stay active. And today, yeah, we are having the online sharing session. We have students and also other agencies that are sharing with us. We will be hearing from the Department of Environment and also other agencies. And other than this, sharing by I think from from Indonesia and also from RCE Tong Yong. So we are looking forward to hearing from you. And I think just some statistics. Yeah, we are happy to see participation in the competition from schools around Malaysia, with 87% participations in the sustainability competition. Yeah, and also from international participation, we have from Korea, from Indonesia, from Japan, and also from India. Yeah, so that's a very good. So maybe we can reach out more if we do in the future. And so we have the national level and also the international level participations. Yeah, and for the virtual run, we have more than nearly 300 participators in the virtual run. So congratulations to all. We are very happy with this, yeah, and hope you can continue after this, not just for this competition. It should be something that you continue even after, yeah, so that we can have a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. So before I stop, I would like to express our heartiest appreciation and thank you to Madam Nur Hayati Abdul Halim, our collaborator and team, yeah, from SMK Dato' On Butterworth, for co-organizing with us, and of course the Penang State Education Department for their constant support to us. Yeah. And for the to the RCE team, led by Dr. Noraida, yeah, Cik Mira, Puan Shazwana, Puan Kamsia, and also our fellows and others that has been involved with the competitions, yeah, for all the hard work and dedication in this project, yeah, making sure everything complete, and we have our program today. Yeah. And lastly, our appreciation to the support also given to us by University Science Malaysia especially to Associate Professor Dr. Dasaidatul Akmal Muhammad, the Director of Center for Global Sustainability Studies, and also to Prof. Dr. Mat Roslan Hashim, as our Deputy Vice Chancellor for giving us the support, in terms of budget and support for us to conduct our activities, with our partners. And finally, to all that participated, and are here today for joining us, and hope that we have a fruitful discussion and sharing session today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Ashira Abdul Rahim, for the welcoming speech. I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Said bin Ibrahim, Deputy Director, Student Development Sector from the Penang State Education Department, to give his welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tasnim, our moderator for today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very pleasant morning. Our respected Associate Professor Dr. Saidatul Akmal Muhammad, Director, Center for Global Sustainability Studies, University Science Malaysia. Dr. Ashira Abdul Rahim, Coordinator, Regional Center of Expertise, RCE Penang, University Science Malaysia. Madam Norhayati Abdul Halim, Principal of SMK Dato' On Butterworth, Penang. Mr. Muhammad Izwan bin Muhammad Aminuddin, Department of Environment, Penang. And the speakers, Mr. Muhammad Amirul Shafiq bin Izam, RCE Sejahtera Youth. Mr. Megat Nabil bin Megat Nawawi, Miss Bavinaswari, Anak Perempuan Kumaran, and Mr. Muhammad Haziq bin Rahmatullah Khan, all from SMA Trans Science, all from SMK Dato' On Butterworth, Penang. And from Indonesia, Mr. Muhammad Agian Ramadan and friend from SMA Trans Science Jombang East Java Province. Miss Song Yu Kyung from Tong Yong Girls High School, RCE Tong Yong, Korea. RCE Penang Fellows, USM staff, RCE family, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be with all of you today. On behalf of Penang State Education Department, I would like to convey our deepest appreciation to the organizers, the Regional Center of Expertise, University Science Malaysia, and SMK Dato' On Butterworth for organizing this great and meaningful webinar on learning experience during the pandemic COVID-19 in conjunction with International Sustainable Development Goals SDG Challenge School Program during COVID-19 pandemic. This program focuses on sustainability competitions through co-curricular activities in sharing knowledge and experience. From what I collected from our welcoming speech by Dr. Ashira just now. We are now in the pandemic, in the new norm. So we are actually utilizing everything, our new technologies, our digital experience actually to benefit everyone. We need to change, and this is one of the evidence that we are actually changing and making sure that learning is going on. Even though we are in the new norm having in this pandemic. So congratulations, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, this program would serve as a platform for club members for schools in Malaysia, Korea, Japan, Indonesia, and maybe other Asian countries to get together, share ideas and information, promote good competitive values among students in co-curriculum activities at schools and homes. The objective, as mentioned by Dr. Ashira just now, is to promote sustainable development, to open students' mind on the importance of taking care of Mother Nature in developmental planning. Dear students, all of you will be future leaders, and you are going to be very much involved in planning and sustaining the well-being of our environment. We hope the competition that are organized will further instill the good values increase students' understanding of the importance of sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the State Education Department, I would like to congratulate all the students from the Asian countries who are involved in this program and competitions. Your bravery, your courage, okay, everything that you have done, okay, to be here for this program, and from all the competition activities that I browse through, okay, and I see that they are all very good ones in order to instill our spirit, our realization of our how to take care of our mother nature, okay, and to have very sustainable development in the future. Okay, and okay, we want more students to come forward with new ideas and innovation. We want our future to be filled with people like you students, okay, people who are knowledgeable to take care of our mother nature. We really need all of you boys and girls, and again, congratulations, okay, to all the participants, okay, for being in this particular program. For the students of SMK Dato' On Butterworth, all the best in the competition. Okay, you made the state and the country proud of you. Okay, congratulations to the principal Puan Hayati Abdul Halim, okay, for being such a very high profession principal in order to come up with this kind of students, okay, and to bring the school to this level. Congratulations, Puan Hayati, okay, a good friend of mine. Okay, okay, Puan Hayati has always been a high performing principal, okay, and always being acknowledged by our Director of Education in Penang. Okay, and last but not least, for the Regional Center of Expertise, University Science Malaysia, thank you, Dr. Saidatul Akmal, and very much thank you to Dr. Ashira. Okay, very enlightening, welcoming speech just now, and all personnel from RCE, USM, who have made the program come through. Okay, we are actually from the Penang Education Department. We are looking forward to actually having more such activities in collaboration with the USM and schools and other education agencies that we have. Okay, so that we can further develop our students in the future. And for all the participants from other countries, congratulations. Okay, have a very nice competitions, have a very nice sharing of knowledge, and have a very nice time with all the students from this region. Okay, again, the Penang State Education Department really appreciate your initiative and assistance to the schools. Okay, this is for the RCE USM. Okay, we hope that this collaboration will continue in order to develop more potential students in this region. Thank you very much, everyone, and all the best for the competition. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Said. I would like to invite Madam Nur Hayati binti Abdul Halim, the principal of SMK Dato' On Butterworth, to give her welcoming speech. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. Respected Associate Professor Dr. Saidatul Akmal Muhammad, Director Center for the Global Sustainable Studies, University Science Malaysia, Dr. Ashira Abdul Rahim, Coordinator Regional Center of Expertise, RCE Penang, University Science Malaysia, Mr. Muhammad Said bin Ibrahim, Deputy Director Student Development Sector, Penang State Education Department, Mr. Muhammad Izwan bin Muhammad Aminuddin from the Department of Environment, Penang, Organizing Committees, RCE Penang Colors, and all the participants of SDG Challenge School Program. I am Hajar Hayati binti Abdul Halim, the principal of Dato' On Secondary School. Dato' On Secondary School is an eco school and the first school in Penang State to be awarded to WWF Green Flag, awarded in 2018. Therefore, being an eco school, we practice environmentally friendly approach. Students, teachers, and the entire staff of Dato' On Secondary School are no strangers to green activities. We have ventured into many green initiatives together with the Department of Environmental Penang, University Science Malaysia, NGOs and other government organizations, students have been educated with hands-on knowledge in conserving nature through various green activities. In line with this, we have collaborated with the Regional Center of Expertise, RCE, on education for the Sustainable Development, ESD, and USM for the SDG Chinese School Program on quality education during COVID-19 pandemic. As we all know, the whole world is very much affected by the pandemic, where it has been brought across to our normal daily activities. Therefore, the SDG Challenge School Program is initiated to sustain their practice of green during this pandemic. This is aligned with the objective of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and Malaysia 2030. The SDG Challenge School Program on quality education during COVID-19 pandemic is aimed to support the co-curriculum activities, focusing SDG for quality education and promote lifelong learning. This program is initiated to provide a knowledge sharing platform for students to share ideas and information on various green practices that are being carried out in their respective school and home. As the pandemic has affected our daily life, thus it is believed that this program will help everyone to continue green practice under the new law. The activities that are arranged are in line with our objective, which is to empower students to be the leaders in promoting SDGs through competitions and teamworks. Students will become the green ambassadors, where they are given the opportunity to share the green practices and at the same time spreads awareness in conserving the environment. In other words, this program has given the students the platform not only to get their knowledge in green practice, but will also equip them with the soft skills needed as a future leaders. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Penang State Government, the Regional Center of Expertise, RCE Penang, USM Penang, State Education Department, Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, KPDNHEP, Department of Environment, JAS, RCE Sejahtera, youth and participants from Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, India, Japan, and Tunisia for making this event a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Nur Hayati. Let us now listen to our first speaker for today. I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Amirul Shafiq bin Izam from RCE Sejahtera Youth. The topic for today is teachers' perspectives on students' attitudes towards online learning during COVID-19. To Mr. Muhammad Amirul, you may now begin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Amirul Shafiq, an undergraduate student from School of Educational Studies, University Science Malaysia. And previously, I used to be a practical teacher in SMK Tinggi Kelang. Okay. Just a short self-introduction in Korean. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 미룰입니다. 저는 대학생이에요. 그리고 만나서 반갑습니다. I hope everyone is doing well during this pandemic, and please stay safe wherever you are. As you can see on the slide, my presentation today will be about teachers' perspective on students' attitudes towards online learning during COVID-19. Okay, in SDG 4, which aims to promote quality education, we have to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Although we are facing a COVID-19 pandemic, the learning and teaching process continues to run through online learning in line with the evolution of technology nowadays.
Oh, segan. Aku nak tengok yang apa tadi sarang you.
Okay, before I
Tak
proceed with
muka dia
my
orang tak keluar.
presentation,
Ni Malaysian tu kan?
Boleh mute ni ya.
okay. Okay, sorry. Before I proceed with my presentation, let's get some ideas on what we will have today. First, what is attitude? Second, what is online learning? Third, how does online learning affect students? And my last point will be how students can adapt to online learning. So, what is attitude? According to Hobb and Morgan, attitude is a psychological tendency that is expressed by evaluating a particular entity with some degree of favor or disfavor. In simple words, a student's attitude is their tendency to respond a certain way towards something. Okay, naturally, when a teacher says that a student that has a bad attitude, they mean that the student did not respond positively to something they were asked to do. Okay. The opposite is also true. A student with a good attitude is likely someone who has a cooperative spirit in terms of complying with what they are asked to do by the teacher. Okay, next, online learning can be described as an education that takes place over the internet. I guess everyone currently has faced this kind of learning. Okay, based on my experience, there are three modes of online learning. The first one is asynchronous online courses, in which learning does not take place in real time. Usually, students are provided with content and assignments and are given time frame to complete their assignments, tests, or exams. Interaction usually takes place through discussion boards such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Google Classroom, or any kind of e-learning platform. So this kind of online learning environment is effective for students with limited learning tools in their home, time constraints, or busy schedules. Sorry. The second one is synchronous online courses. This mode of learning requires the instructor and all students to interact online simultaneously. From my experience, I prefer to use Google Meet to conduct my teaching because it is user-friendly for me and also for my students. The advantage of synchronous online learning is that the teachers are able to monitor students' performance, attitude, emotions, and also can get feedback in real time. Last but not least, hybrid courses, also known as blended courses, are learning environments that allow for both in-person and online interaction. Typically, hybrid courses meet in person several times and provide for virtual communication in between those face-to-face sessions. For me, this type of online learning is suitable during this pandemic, as our daily COVID-19 cases are unpredictable sometimes, and the government has to close the educational sectors during restriction movement orders. Okay, so how does online learning affect students? It can be in a positive way or negative way, depending on students' attitude, abilities, and so on. Online learning has encouraged student-centered learning. This means students need to put extra effort in order to have a better understanding of their learning. Other than that, online learning will affect students' responsibility, especially those who are staying at home with their families. For example, um, students are needed to fulfill their home duties, and sometimes it disturb students' online learning. So family members are advised to have consideration and respect students' online schedule. While students should have divided their time wisely. Okay, in the aspect of skills, um, online learning can sharpen students' digital skills such as the skills of editing video, searching for information, and also working with Microsoft software. However, there are subjects or courses that require specific skills. For instance, if you are taking a science subject, scientific and laboratory skills are vital while conducting experiments. Hence, the hybrid mode is suitable for the subjects that require student-specific skill, in my opinion. Okay. Next. Okay. Clearly, students need to have proper gadgets for their online learning. However, sometimes there are technical issues when there is a poor connection to the internet connection. So, educators are advised to record their meetings just in case there are students who face any problems accessing the online meeting. While for students, it is their responsibility to notify the teachers when they are not able to attend the online class. Okay. Last but not least, online learning can affect students through their motivation, which students feel unmotivated sometimes. Okay. This is because maybe a lot of things they need to catch up on at a time. Uh, Abundance of assignment need to be submitted, and quizzes or tests they have to prepare. There are some cases from my experience, the students are enjoying the online class and also performing well in every assessment. Okay, next, how students can adapt to online learning. Okay, after hearing some effects of online learning, let me share some tips and my experience during my online learning. First thing first, students must have their own timetable. Not just having it, but they must discipline to follow it. Okay, do not procrastinate. Even if your due date is still longer. And then other than that, um, you are encouraged to have your own study desk. At least you must have a desk and a chair similar to what you have in your school. This is to ensure you have a good posture and are comfortable while studying. Next, the important tips, you have to be involved in every discussion in your groups, attending every online class, and completing the assignments on time. This is because your teacher is able to monitor your performance and perhaps your condition, especially during COVID-19. My last advice is please do not do something bad to yourself. Stay healthy. Do not skip your meals, even when you are busy doing other things. Okay, whenever you are facing problems or difficulties, immediately ask for help from your family members, classmates, teachers, counselors, or any body that can help you, or at least can lend their ears to to apa, to hear your problems. Okay. Okay. Wesley Snipes once said, don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. Okay. In conclusion, it is all about your attitude and decision. You are still young and you are preparing for your future. Okay, I think that's all from my presentation. Thank you for listening. Kamsahamnida. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Amirul, for enlightening us on good insights and online learning. Yeah, well done, Muhammad Amirul. Okay, dear viewers, I would like to remind, kindly mute your mic during presentations. Kindly mute your mic during presentations. Okay, let's move on to another agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, now without further ado, we will turn the mic over to our second speaker. Let us welcome Mr. Muhammad Izwan bin Muhammad Aminuddin, a representative from JAS, or the Department of Environment, Penang. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will play my slide.
Aware of what is going through your head right now.
Very good morning to all of you.
You said a joke and then suddenly everyone is so tense. You yourself, you should be more aware of what is happening around your situation. Of course, if suddenly everyone is like offended in a sense, you would know.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizer and the good collaboration for organizing this very beneficial program at the international level. Congratulations to the organizers for being able to gather a student from within and outside the country to compete together in a program that focus on the green and environmental programs. The commitment given by the organizer should be commended and should be an example to another schools. Today, we are very fortunate to be able to gather students from within and outside the country in a virtual green program. Although this is a new for us to run the program virtually, but there's many things that we are learned through the implementation of the program virtually. The program we are running throughout the month of August and September 2021 is in conjunction with the National Environment Day this month, which is we will celebrate on 21st October 2021. Before that, I explain, I introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Izwan bin Muhammad Aminuddin. I'm Assistant Director, Department of Environment, Pulau Pinang. Also a head of Education and Awareness Section and Department of Environment, Pulau Pinang. So today I will briefly explain the National Environment Days all about. Okay, as an introduction, National Environment Day Hazan is a rebranding from a Malaysian Environment Week, which has been done for the previous years. The Malaysian Environment Week, or we call MAZEM, celebrate an annual event that has been organized following the enactment of the Langkawi Declaration on the Environment in October 1989. On 2015, the Minister of Natural Resource and Environment has agreed to brand Malaysian Environment Week (MAZEM) as a National Environment Day or HAZEN. The celebration target various level of society such as a kindergarten children, school, institution of higher learning, non-government organization, local communities, government, and private sectors. The environment together. Besides that, we're gonna recognize those who are made a contribution and service to the preservation and the conservation of the environment. And last but not least, the objective of this National Environmental Day is foster awareness among the community, especially in the preservation and the conservation of the environment. So there is a lot of a program has been done inside the National Environment Day. For example, mangroves planting. Actually, we have done this before for communities, for industries and school that are situated in Nibung Tebal lah. So we also encourage the youngsters involving our coloring and poster making contests. And this is flyers that promoting the event and promoting the contest that has been done or will be done by Department of Environment, all state, from Perlis to Sarawak. So this is the program that we initiate, and all of you in the Malaysian can access all of the information throughout our Facebook. So you can type Jabatan Alam Sekitar and you can search all the informations about the contest and anything about or regarding the sambutan Hari Alam Sekitar Negara untuk semua negeri, for all the state in Malaysia, from Perlis to Sabah. So all the event, all the contests, you can search inside our social media lah. For example, our Facebook lah. You just type and search Jabatan Alam Sekitar, so you can find all the information inside there. So I would like to share what is our rule actually. So first of all, we have to understand caring for the environment is a shared responsibility. All of us have a responsibility for our own environment, our own earth, our own air, our own river. So the secondly, I think we have to educate ourselves to minimize or avoid the using of the disposal plastic or single-use plastic, because all of us know that plastic takes a long life to degradable. So the third thing that we have to practice is to dispose of trash in the right place. Some people say this is very common, but the common thing is sometimes it's very hard to do. So the fourth is we have to encourage our friends, invite our siblings, our families to plant trees to reduce carbon footprint. Because more trees, there is more oxygen. less carbon dioxide. When less carbon dioxide, there is more quality on our air in our surrounding. So let us start from now, planting trees. So, and the last but not least, avoid doing open burning in our residential area. Because by burning in our residential area might produce highly toxic gases that can disturbing our neighbor and also can affect our health. So this is a 5 things that we have to take care of. So thank you. And before that, environmental conservation should not only be bought by the government alone. Effort to make our environment clean, comfortable, and unpollution is everyone's responsibility. Environment awareness program should be multiplied and diversified in effort to cultivate a sense of love and affection of the environment. This effort should be carried out in all groups of society, especially at the school level, so that the awareness of the environmental conservation can be started earlier. So on behalf of Department of Environment, Penang State, I would like to congratulate to the school principal of Datuk On Batuos and the teachers who are very committed in organizing this environmental awareness program. And we will always support any school in Pulau Pinang that has the same objective in conducting environmental awareness program. So to the winners, later I congratulate in advance, and to those who are unlucky can try another competition. So thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Izwan, for sharing all the activities that have been carried out by the Environment Department. Thank you for sponsoring us the prizes for today, and thank you for your continuous support. Thank you to Mr. Muhammad Izwan, Assistant Director, Department of Environment, Penang. Head of the Education and Awareness, Section, Department of Environment, Pulau Pinang. Okay, dear viewers, today's event will be aired live on RCE Facebook, SMK Data on Facebook, and the Environment Department Facebook or JAS. Attendance for today's program can also be filled in using the QR code given on the Facebook, and also the attendance will appear in the chat room later. Okay, and winners for the quiz later will be contacted. There will be online quiz at the end of the program. Winners for the quiz will be contacted and prizes will be delivered straight to your homes. Okay, so please stay with us until the end of the program. And e-certs will be given through email. So make sure you all stay tuned. Okay, we move on to another agenda for today. There will be a video sharing from the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs. And it is hoped that by watching this video, we as consumers will be inspired and educated, know when to take actions in order to ensure that our rights as consumers are protected. So we are going to sit back and watch a video from the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs. Let's enjoy.
Hai semua, anda menghadapi masalah dengan barang atau perkhidmatan yang anda beli? Adakah anda tahu bahawa anda boleh mendapatkan tebus rugi? Jom kita lihat kisah Encik Rahim dan keluarganya. Pada satu hari, Encik Rahim bersama isterinya, Sabarina, membawa anak mereka, Iqbal, ke sebuah kedai untuk membeli laptop bagi kegunaan pembelajaran Iqbal.
Wah, ayah, lihat laptop ni. Cantiknya kedai sini. Mesti mahal barangnya sini.
Mereka tiba di satu kedai yang menawarkan diskaun serta hadiah percuma untuk pembelian laptop. Hai bos, cari laptop ke? Lah ni kami ada buat jualan murah. Mainlah tengok dulu. Baru sampai dari supplier semalam. Kita kira murah-murah dah lah. Kita bagi jadi.
Awak cik jual dengan harga yang murah berbanding dengan kedai yang lain ni.
Barang saya jual ni mai dari direct supplier. Itu sebab murah. Dah ni pun ekonomi tak berapa bagus. Bos bolehlah jimat sikit.
Baguslah tak orang kat kedai ni. Murah pun murah. Okey sangat ni.
Sabarina nampak agak ragu-ragu dan tidak yakin dengan penjual ini, lalu berkata,
Abang, mungkin kita patut cuba dulu kot laptop ni sebelum beli.
Jangan risaulah, laptop ni baru. Tak buka plastik lagi ni. Mai saya tunjuk demo dulu. Kalau rosak, mai balik sini. Kita tukar yang baru. Encik Rahim berasa gembira kerana dapat menjimatkan wang, lalu membuat keputusan dengan cepat untuk membeli selepas mendengar tawaran dari penjual tersebut dan berkata,
Okey, saya akan beli. Tapi kalau ada masalah, saya mai balik ke kedai encik ya.
Sure bos. Kira jadilah ni. Selepas 2 minggu, Iqbal membuka laptopnya untuk membuat tugasan sekolah. Tetapi mendapati laptopnya tidak berfungsi. Dia amat kecewa dan sedih lalu memberitahu ayahnya. Encik Rahim kembali ke kedai tersebut untuk bertanyakan berkenaan kerosakan laptop tersebut. Namun, penjual tersebut tidak memberikan perkhidmatan selepas jualan yang sepatutnya kepada Encik Rahim. Apakah tindakan yang sepatutnya diambil oleh Encik Rahim? Apakah hak beliau sebagai seorang pengguna dalam perkara ini? Sebagai seorang pengguna, Encik Rahim boleh ke Tribunal Tuntutan Pengguna Malaysia (TTPM) untuk membuat tuntutan tebus rugi. TTPM merupakan satu alternatif kepada Mahkamah Sivil untuk pengguna membuat tuntutan tebus rugi bagi amaun tuntutan yang tidak melebihi RM50,000 dan terakru dalam masa 3 tahun dari tuntutan itu. Sebagai pengguna, anda perlu semak maklumat termadan syarat sesuatu produk atau perkhidmatan sebelum membuat pembelian. Jangan terpedaya dengan kata-kata manis penjual. Anda juga boleh membuat tuntutan tebus rugi secara online di laman web TTPM ttpm.kpdnhep.gov.my, melalui email ttpmp@kpdnhep.gov.my, hubungi KPDN HEP Pulau Pinang di nombor 04 384 01 22 atau 240, atau hadir terus ke pejabat KPDN HEP Pulau Pinang. Pengguna bijak, terpedaya tidak.
Thank you to the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, KPDN HEP, for the interesting video. Okay, now we move on to the Sustainability Competition Winner Announcement. Okay, I would like to announce the winners for 3 competitions that were carried out for the SDG program. For your information, all the prizes are sponsored by the Environment Department or JAS and the Penang State Government. For the first competition held, which was STEM and Innovation Smart and Creative Recycling Competition. Okay, I would like to announce the 8 winners. Starting from the 8th winner, it goes to Muhammad Darwish Akil bin Muhammad Zairul from Sekolah Kebangsaan Setia Alam, Selangor. We move on to the 7th winner, Nurul Takifah Zulaika binti Zakaria from SK Sungai Nibung, Pulau Pinang. The 6th winner for this competition goes to Ariana Iman binti Hashim from SMK Convent Bukit Nanas, Kuala Lumpur. The 5th winner, Lee Yufei from SJKC Puza from Johor. And then the 4th winner goes to Khairunisa binti Khairul Shukri from Asia Pacific Smart School, Selangor. The 3rd winner for recycling competition goes to Muhammad Daniel Haris bin Idris from Asia Pacific Smart School, Selangor. The 2nd winner goes to Arabella Nur Tasifa binti Muhammad Sharif from Asia Pacific Smart School, Selangor. And the champion for STEM Innovation Smart and Recycling Competition goes to Daswina anak perempuan Shan Mugadaden from SMK Dato' On, Pulau Pinang with 90 marks. Congratulations to all winners. We move on to the second competition that was held, Healthy Camping No Cook Snack Food Competition. Okay, I'll announce the 8th winner. It goes to Jalai Anand Kumar Pareh from Sri Vasishta Vidyala School from India with 100 marks. 7th winner goes to Hani Humaira binti Izwan from SK Bandar Laguna Merbuk from Kedah. The 6th winner goes to Hannah Sofiah binti Anwar from Asia Pacific Smart School, Selangor. 5th winner goes to Nuha binti Muhammad Faris from Sekolah Rendah Bestari Asia Pacific, Selangor. The 4th winner goes to Wan Nur Darwishah binti Wan Muhammad Azizi from Sekolah Kebangsaan Tok Jiring, Terengganu. The 3rd winner for this competition goes to Monesh anak lelaki Gopala Krishnan from SMK Dato' On, Butterworth. The 2nd winner goes to Shanjashri anak lelaki Sri Manisha from SMK Dato' On. And the champion for Healthy Camping No Cook Snack Food Competition goes to Sachin Sri anak lelaki Sri Manisha, SMK Dato' On, Butterworth with 113 marks. Congratulations. And another competition that was held was RCE Penang USM, the OB 5 km virtual run challenge. Okay, the 8th winner for this competition goes to Muhammad Akif Ikram Helmi bin Muhammad Nurfani from SK Taman Johor Jaya 3, Johor Darul Takzim. And the 7th winner goes to Muhammad Arif Izhar bin Muhammad Salifuddin, also from SK Taman Johor Jaya 3, Johor Darul Takzim. The 6th winner goes to Samuel Chan Junjia from SMK Bandar Utama Damansara 3 from Selangor, Malaysia. The 5th winner goes to Muhammad Farid Hakim bin Muhammad Azli from Sekolah Menengah Teknik Johor Bahru, Malaysia. The 4th winner goes to Sin V Yang from SMK Bandar Utama Damansara 3, Selangor. The 3rd winner for this competition goes to Muhammad Firdaus Hakimi bin Azlan from Sekolah Menengah Teknik Johor Bahru, Johor. And the 2nd winner of this competition goes to Monesh anak lelaki Gopala Krishnan from SMK Dato' On Butterworth, Pulau Pinang. And the champion for Penang USM DOB 5 km virtual run challenge goes to the champion Haresh anak lelaki Ramesh Kumar from SMK Kamarul Arifin, Johor Darul Takzim. Congratulations to all winners. Okay, winners will be contacted by the organizer and the prizes will be delivered to your homes. Don't worry. And we have another one, online quiz competition that will be held later. So please stay tuned. Yeah. And also attendance in the QR code will also appear later in the chat room. So please stay with us until the end of the program. Okay. And we are going to move to another important agenda for today. So to all viewers, please watch the presentations closely because the questions for today's quiz are based on the sharings. Okay, for the first sharing on green sustainability practices in home and school in Malaysia, the speakers, Mr. Megat Nabil bin Megat Nawawi, Miss Bavaneswari, anak perempuan Kumaran, and Mr. Muhammad Haziq bin Rahmatullah Han from SMK Dato' Butterworth. So let us now listen to the speakers from SMK Dato' Butterworth. Please welcome.
One moment, please. Okay. Thank you to the moderator. Hi and a very good day to the organizing committee and all the participants of SDG Challenge. I'm Megat. I'm the head prefect and the green ambassador of Dato' Secondary School. But I'm not alone today because I'll be accompanied by two of my friends, which are Muhammad Haziq and Bhavaneshwari. Both of them are Form 4 students and they are also the school prefects. Since we only have around 10 minutes, so I hope all of you can give all of your attention to us. So today we are going to share the best practices before and during pandemic, mainly focusing on practice green, safe life and sustainability. So, okay. First of all, our school is located in Penang, Malaysia, at Butterworth to be exact. And introduction to sustainable green activities in Dato' Secondary School. I'm sorry, can I ask something? Is the slide lagging or can everyone see the slides or the slides are lagging? Okay. So first we're going to look at 6 aspects in green practices, which are planning and management, innovation and creativity, zero waste practice, cleaning and greening, community involvement and presentation. Innovation is Dato' Secondary School inspires to become an excellent sustainable school by 2022. And our mission is to produce a green school community which always practices green as an effort to sustain the environment through the incorporation from the management, administration, curriculum and co-curriculum level. And these are the objectives. based on three main aspects: environmental, economic, and social. And now we're going to look at the overall, we're going to look at the eco-school logo interpretation, which is the overall shape is round shape, symbolizes the earth, and the main color is green color, which is the environmental color. And practice green description, green practices save the earth and lives. At the Taunton Secondary School, we pledge to maintain and ensure the cleanliness of the school surroundings, practice 7R, support all sustainable school programs, and transform our school into a school in the park. Next is the Eco Committee, or Green Management and Organizing Committee, and the chairman is our beloved Principal Puan Haja Nur Hayati binti Abdul Halim. And these are the ways of the green implementation in our school. The meeting frequency that we carried out throughout the year. And now I'm going to talk about sustainable green practices before COVID-19 pandemic. Objective achieved through curriculum and co-curriculum. But how were the sustainable green practices executed through curriculum among the Taunton students? Curriculum achieved through informal education and formal education. For informal education, it is through infrastructure and learning stations, while for formal education, it is through subjects. This is the eco mapping for secondary school, which was practiced in our school through all the subjects. And these are some of the examples for civic and moral education, art education, Form 6 colloquium, English language, science, living skills, and physical education. So, with the presentation, I'm concerned that you might see the slide a bit late because we are having some connection errors. So, I hope all of you understand what I'm going to say. I guess I just continue. And we are very proud to share to you our non-formal learning stations around school grounds. So as the example, and you might see this slide later, as the example, we have library as the Green Resources Center, rain harvesting system in our hostel compound, mini butterfly farm, eco-friend center, herb garden, composting site, art room where we had our soap making activity. Info Green Center, markball storage, organic enzyme storage, canteen tables decorated with green information, recycle center, and wait, I guess I just wait for the slides to come. One moment. We are having some technical difficulties, so I hope all of you can give us a moment. Thank you. Okay, we are back. Sorry for the inconvenience. I guess I'll continue with the non-formal learning stations, which is learning stations around school ground. Alright, so we are back again. So I continue with the example of infrastructure and learning stations in Dato' Secondary School. And as you all see, the library as the green harvesting system in our hostel compound, mini butterfly farm, eco-friend center, herb garden, composting site, art room where we had our soap making activity, info green center, organic enzyme storage, marble storage, canteen tables decorated with green information, recycle center, vermicompost, notice boards, wetlands, stingless bees, living skill room where we create innovations from recycled items, composting site 2, and classroom green corners for each classroom. Now, how are the sustainable green practices executed through co-curriculum among the Dato' students? Networking was carried out through various outreach organizations as well as the community. In fact, we have carried out few environmental studies involving the PTA, students, staff, and the teachers. And this is the finding for recycle study, finding for recycling in residence, finding for saving electricity, and the last one is the attitude on switching off the switches in our houses. Blue bar means regularly, green bar means rarely, and yellow bar means never. So this is the end of my part. I'll hand over to Bhavaneshwari to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bhavaneshwari. Now I would like to move on to the second part of the presentation. These are the action plans carried out by Dato' Secondary School, which involve recycle unit, reuse unit, and trigger unit. Monitoring and evaluation, which involves activities, reports, and data collections. Now we are going to look at green activities carried out in our school, which is zero waste. Reuse activity, where we produce reuse items. And recycle activity, we use all newspapers collections, paper or boxes collection, and collection of e-waste to produce innovations and class decorations. Next is rethink program involves innovation from recycled items. This is e-waste, evaluation of e-waste conducted by town council officers as well as officers from environment department. And the reduce activity program, which aims to save plastics, students required to bring their own food containers. Flower pots replaced with recycled plastic bottles and shoes to implement zero flower pots. These are innovations of composting, innovations of vermicompost, cleaning liquid from the bean, which is beneficial indigenous microorganisms. This is soap making activity organized by Mathematics Club. We are going to look at new approach, which is urban farming. It is towards zero time, zero waste, zero space, and zero money. Urban farming focuses in planting plants in mineral bottles, in unused tires, and in barrels, as well as planting plants on fences. We are very privileged to have a mini butterfly farm in our school, initiated by Penang Butterfly Farm. We have the yellow birding and it's a learning station for students. Not only that, another action plan organized by Parent Teacher Association, PTA, to clean up the school compound which carried time to time. We also carried out multiple programs with the community of Vision Park, another breakthrough in our green innovation is the rain harvesting system to water the plants. We also participated in Green Camp where we visited Herbal Garden, 3D Museum, and carried out beach cleanup. We had knowledge transfer program where we had learning session with KDU and USM and also had transfer knowledge section through benchmarking visit. These are the programs under safety and cleanliness, cleanup program, safety and class decorations. Amazing products from our reuse activity. We also explore new species by planting fig tree, which is a nutritional tree. This is vermicompost with USM. We use cow dung and night African crawling to make vermicompost. Students from Dato' On Secondary School had competed in carbon footprint competition with ASEAN countries organized by Korea. Not only that, Dato' On had also participated at state level water footprint competition. Since we are at coastal area, beach cleanup program is carried out in Bagan Ajam Beach time to time. These are some of our green innovations. Tire chairs, fan stand rostrum, notepads from recycled fabrics, plants in unused shoes, chairs from unused barrel, old sewing machine transferred to flower pot stand, flat tire chairs and sink made from old sewing machine. These are the collections obtained from beam and mud wall, reuse, compost, recycle, zero waste, e-waste, and soap making programs. This is example of report done by Eco School Club. Well, this is the end of my talk. Let me hand over to the next ambassador.
Hi, I'm Haziq, and now I'll be continuing a presentation on sustainable green practices during the COVID-19 pandemic. To Dato' On Secondary School, this pandemic will never stop us from participating in any competitions and even programs. To prove that, here are a few examples. The first one is Tote Bag 2021 online competition. The second one, One Student, One Tree 2021 online program. The third one, 2021 online nature photography competition. And here are a few webinars that Dato' On Secondary School students and even teachers participated. And now, this is the main highlight of the year 2021, which is the International SDG Challenge School Program, which we are all participating now. This was joint venture with RCE Global and Penang Environment Department. What are the impacts? There are 5. Achievement and experience, awareness, recognition, campaign, and school policies. This is one of the national level program, Innovation Trash to Treasure. The next one, National Innovation and Invention Competition. We even organized an orphanage visit where we shared our green practices. There are a few campaigns conducted in Dato' On Secondary School, which are water campaign, electricity campaign, and no plastic campaign. This is one of the networking session at USM. We even had various benchmarking visits from universities, Bhakti Secondary School, Luna Secondary School, and Eloputra Secondary School from Sabah. This is the learning invention session with KDU. We even participated in an exhibition at USM 7th Asia Pacific Meeting and International Symposium. At the same time, we conducted a workshop which was led by Dato' On secondary school teachers and students. This is the exhibition at the shopping mall where we exhibited our green products. This is the mass media coverage of our mini butterfly farm. This is our Info Green Center of Dato' On Secondary School. The notice boards along our school corridor, and a green sustainable corner in each classroom. This is the list of our school blocks named using flower names. Now let's move on with Dato' On Secondary School's achievements and recognitions. The first one, we emerged as a champion in Green Residential Model Competition 2014. We were awarded the Special Award and Gold Medal for Green Incinerator in the Asian Young Inventors Exhibition 2014. We even participated in the Penang State Level Rope Jump. The year 2015, we were awarded with the Silver and Gold Medal for 2 competitions, which are Young Inventors Competition and Innovation Competition Trash to Treasure. This is the ASEAN-Korean Partnership, July 2015. We were the champion in Water Quiz Competition. We participated in Knowledge Transfer Program Grant 2015 to 2017. Dato' On Secondary School was nominated as the best high school in 8 international student-based conference. Not only that, we were awarded with a Green Flag Award in 2018. And I am proud to say that Dato' On Secondary School was the first secondary school in Penang to be awarded with this prestigious award. Now let me end our presentation with a beautiful quote. The earth will not continue to offer its harvest except faithful stewardship. We cannot say we love the land and then take steps to destroy it for use by future generations. So that's all from us. Thank you. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful sharing from SMK Dato' On Butterworth. So we move on to another sharing on green sustainability practices in home and school in Indonesia. Okay, we welcome our speakers, Mr. Muhammad Ardian Ramadan and Ms. Nisha Khaira Utami from SMR, Trend Science Jombang, East Java Province, Indonesia. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear friends, other presenter, teacher, and faculty, regard from Indonesia. First, on behalf of school, Trend Science Senior Jombang, we would like to thank you to the Regional Center of Expertise on Education for Sustainable Development, or ACA Penang, University Science Malaysia, and SMK Dato' On Butterworth, Penang, for inviting us in the webinar. It's great to see you all. What sustainability actually is? According to some literature, here are sustainability scope. First, we read from the dictionary, sustainability defined as this ability to be maintained at a certain rate of level, keberlanjutan in bahasa Indonesia. Another explanation of sustainability is avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. Practically, we see sustainability as a responsibility process. Achieving sustainability will continue to make human life on Earth possible. So when we try to implement sustainability in our daily life, sustainability involves becoming aware of the impact of all the little decisions that we make. How about sustainability practice at home? Actually, we never heard word sustainability at home, but some activities in our daily life already show that bring sustainability implementing. Here are some activities that relate to sustainability and already done as my experience. First, be water-wise. Be water-wise. Don't leave the water running when cleaning our face. To use electric energy wisely. Energy turn off the light when I leave the room. Hand wash my clothes, particularly if I leave home one item to clean. 3. Try paperless. Use cloth instead of paper towel or tissue. And the last, keep our device repaired instead of buying new ones. And focus on water energy and zero waste. And here are ways I suggest to do more at home. First, to sustain energy. Example, much more use LED lighting or CVL bulbs instead of incandescent lighting. Two, to save water. Example, start timing your shower and calculate the water for plants. 3, to try zero waste. Example, do not I needed to go to charity for a free cycle program with my neighborhood, friend, and family, and think twice before shopping. How about sustainability practice at school? In fact, we also never had the word sustainability or green sustainability, since in kindergarten until junior high school explicitly. But again, some activities in our school daily already show that green sustainability implementing. Here are some activities that relate to sustainability and already done my experience. First, get closer to nature through extracurricular program. And here in Trend Science, we have a organization and the name is Trisapala. Trisapala is an organization for natural welfare at SMA Trend Science. Include the implementation of disposing of water is in place, natural event, planting and caring for plants, fish farming, and dealing with matters related to nature. First, I want to introduce my school profile. Our school or SMA Trend Science Tebuireng, located in Java Island, East Java, province in Jombang City. You can check our school in this site.
Okay, now, how sustainability green practices in SMA Trend Science Tebuireng? There are 4 points sustainability green practice in our school. 1. School subject. 2. School facilities. 3. School role. And 4. School's architecture. First, in school subject. For example, science, biology, chemistry, and physics. We always reminded and involved in class discussion by teacher. How important environment is, how important water in our daily life, how important electrical in our daily life, what energy alternatives can provide it, what problem we face if we lack of energy, how many natural resources can we save by sustainability lifestyle practice, and so many more. Second, in school facilities. Example, our school optimized natural lighting for each room and minimized IC use. Here are our classroom, mosque, and our jabo. Jabo is term used for our dining room. It stands for Jasa Boga in Bahasa. We usually have our lunch at jabo. Third, school roles. This role applies to all students and also the teachers and other school civitas. Here are some examples of our school roles. 1. Rally for the use of reusable container for breakfast, lunch, and our dinner. 2. There is scheduled a trash pickup day for all students. 3. We have to watch our water usage. And 4. Zero food waste. 4. School's architecture. Actually, in the beginning, we didn't recognize that our school, Trend Science, applies sustainability things on architecture. According to literature from internet, we found researchers from Brawijaya University, it is one of university in East Java, already doing research analyze how our school architecture is. The title of the research is Laboratorium Alam SMA Transense Tebu Ireng dengan pendekatan arsitektur berkelanjutan, written by Fatma Zahrotunisa, Abraham Muhammad Rija, and Subhan Ramdhani, or Sustainability Architecture Approach in Natural Laboratory of SMA Transense Tebu Ireng. Based on the research, we know that there are some aspects of sustainability architecture approach applying to SMA Transense Tebu Ireng. One, ecocultural. We see this approach applied to the shape and mass of the building of SMA Transense Tebu Ireng. Two, ecomedical. Implementation of an ecomedical approach by reducing the intensity air pollution from the use of motorized vehicles in this SMA Transit Tebu Ireng area. 3. Ecocentric. Ecocentric on applying the design process by responding to building system based on local climatic conditions of SMA Transense Tebu Ireng. 4. Ecosocial. The ecosocial approach is applied to the implementation process that utilizes local technology and utilizes the skills and expertise process society through the use of structural system and the use of material processing of SMA Transense Tebu Ireng building. 5. Ecoaesthetic. The application of an ecoaesthetic approach in the form of processing mass management that is open to integrate with the environment so that the orientation is linear similar to the shape of the building at the SMA Transense Tebu Ireng. And 6. Ecotechnic. Ecotechnic aims to utilize technology to minimize environmental damage through environmental friendly energy processing. In SMA Transense Tebu Ireng, we also have processing energy utilize the potential energy that is in nature, namely solar thermal energy, which is used as an energy conversion system in a natural laboratory.
Well,
There's our presentation about green sustainability practices in Indonesia.
sorry about
Some problems, and thank you.
It's okay. Presenters from SMA Transscience, what a beautiful school that you have. Yeah. So to viewers, SMA Transscience is an Islamic school that incorporates science. Yeah. And they have incorporated all the eco, that really have caught our interest, the eco-cultural, eco-social, eco-aesthetic. Those are all very good presentation. So we have learned a lot today. There's a lot of input that we have learned from Indonesia. Congratulations to both of you. Yeah, Muhammad Ardian Ramadan and Miss Kaira Nisha Utami. Okay, let's move on to another presentation, which is our last presentation for today. Sharing on green sustainability practices in home and school in Korea. We welcome speaker Ms. Song Yu Kyung from Tongyong Girls High School, RCE Tongyong, Korea. Please welcome Ms. Song Yu Kyung.
Wait a sec. Hello, my name is Yu Kyung Song from Korea. A sophomore at Tongyang Girls High School. The topic of my presentation is our lives changed during the pandemic in Korea. The presentation is divided into three parts. First, introduction of me. Second, Korean class amid the pandemic. Third, I will present the activity of the RC Club during the pandemic in order. 2 years ago, I participated in the ESD program of Tongyang RC, Bridge to the World, under the theme of how to reduce plastic straw in Tongyang. The activities was divided into 2 parts, education and practice. In terms of education, we lectured at 3 middle school in Tongyang. In terms of practice, we attached the education materials about plastic straw to local cafe. We also campaigned the Tell Me When You Don't Need Straw. Based on this activity, we went to the Indonesia for learning action for environment. In Indonesia, we work with Diver Clean Action Headquarters Office. We also visit the Bandar Gebang landfill project-related school and restaurant, waste bank, beach cleanup activities, William River trekking, and Nostro Moment KFC. Through this, we received our activity, direction, and advice. Now, let's take a look at Korean classes during the pandemic. The Korea curriculum is divided into first and second semester. In the first semester, when the COVID-19 was in full swing, students went to school every other week. And now the second semester school is going back to normal. When going to school every other week, self-diagnosis and attendance check are conducted online at 8 a.m. After that, live online class and self-directed homework learning are conducted according to the timetable. If summarize the pros and cons of online class. The advantage is that there is enough time for self-development. I can spend more time to study favorite subject because there is just a few subjects on live class. The disadvantage is that it is conducted online live, so community with the teacher is not smooth and students have difficulty in immersing on class. In the second semester, although schools have conducted the full attendance, there are the difference between before and after the pandemic. First, due to social distance, group getting or team projects with friends were mostly restriction. In addition, we should check our temperature every lunch hour to check their fever status. Lastly, we most inconvenient thing was the change in meal time. Time to go to cafeteria is set for each grade level, and keeping distance partitions are installed between students. So far, learned about school life in Korean that has changed due to the COVID-19. What difference did the student face after the change from biweekly school to full school attendance? Here are the students' reaction. Yun Teng Min is, I'm tired because I sleep too little. Kim Teng Young is hurt because my lifestyle has changed. In 2020, due to the pandemic, outside activity was limited. So we conducted environmentally activity inside the school. By participating in the social theme research contest, we exploited the topic of how can you reduce the use of disposable items in school. Based on this, we prepare a report on the correct status of students with of disposable products. In addition, we wrote promise to reduce disposable products and conduct an experiment on carbon dioxide generation. This year, 2021, we are investigating and exploring whether students dispose of these trash correctly. Pandemic make us stop to meet, learn, and act. However, we should keep going for a sustainable future. I believe that we can find a way. Thank you. Listen to my presentation so far.
Kamsahamnida to the speaker. Okay, thank you for the wonderful sharing from Ms. Song Yukyung from Korea. Well, there are a lot of things that we have learned today. And we in Malaysia, have also practiced a similar thing. Yeah. Okay, thank you once again. Kamsahamnida. Okay, now we're going to move on to another session, which is a quiz, online quiz. Okay, so all viewers, okay, to be entitled for e-certificate, you all must scan the QR code, or click on the link given in the chat room. Okay, you can all do that now. Okay, you all can do that now to ensure that your attendance is taken, so that you are entitled for the e-certificate that will be emailed to you, to all of you. And to all students, please complete the quiz given for the students now. Okay, you all can scan or click the link in the chat room now. Okay, all students, please answer the questions in the quiz now. Interesting prizes are to be won. Okay, please take your time to scan and to click on the link in order to answer the question in the quiz. Okay, interesting prizes are to be won, and the prizes will be delivered straight to your homes. Okay, and to all viewers, don't forget to scan the QR code here for attendance. Okay, by clicking on the attendance, okay, you will be given e-certificate that will be emailed direct to you. Okay, to all students, please answer the quiz given. Please scan the QR code here or click on the link and answer the questions in the quiz. All the questions for today are based on the presentations from the students just now, from Malaysia, from Indonesia, and from Korea. So students, okay, please answer the question. Please take the opportunity to answer the question and win interesting prizes. And to all viewers, don't forget to scan your attendance for today, where e-certificates will be emailed to all of you. Okay, reminders, all viewers, please scan your attendance. Please fill up your attendance by scanning the QR code here, or you can click on the link given here in the chat room. And don't forget, for the students, please answer this quiz. Please answer the quiz. The questions are based on the presentations just now. Okay, all certificates will be emailed to all of you. And interesting prizes are to be won for the quiz. Or maybe the organizer can tend to the question from a student here. Okay, please stay tuned. We still have another agenda. We still have another video to watch. So please stay tuned. If you have any problem, can you please type in the chat box? Please type if you have any issue in the chat box, and I hope the organizer can tend to the question here. Is there any problem with the quiz? Just now I saw participant commenting that they could not take. Okay. Okay, organizer say don't worry. Okay, take whatever options that you can. Okay, students, please don't let the chance go by. So please answer all the questions in the quiz. Interesting prizes are to be won. Thank you to the sponsors once again for sponsoring us with the prizes. According to the organizer, just take the possible answer. Each of the question will be marked. Quiz. Okay. And don't forget to scan your attendance. Please stay tuned. We still have another video to watch. And after this, we're going to snap photo. We're going to take photo. We're going to take a group photo. Okay, so I assume that students have attempted the question in the quiz. So now, okay, we're going to take photo as group. So can you all please switch on your camera? Okay, can you all of you please switch on your camera? Okay, switch on your camera now. As we are going to take group photo.
Mira, stop sharing kejap.
Dah stop sharing. Cuma video je.
Layout.
Layout.
Alright.
Okay, Kak Tasnim.
Okay, so the organizer is ready. Okay, please switch on all the cameras so that we can snap photo for memento. So with my count, 1, 2, 3. Smile, everybody. Okay, please stay, please stay. Because this involves a lot of groups, so maybe the organizer needs some time to snap photo. Because we have to go like group by group, maybe. Okay. Do you need another count, Cik Mira? Okay, another count, Okay, with my count. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. Is everything okay, Cik Mira?
Okay, Cikgu.
Okay. Okay, so the photo is done. Thank you to the organizer. Okay, we move on to the last agenda for today. Okay, our last agenda for today is another video presentation, a video on a poetry recitation from the Education Department. Another poetry recitation, deklamasi putra. Itu hadiah dari alam.
Pantai berbisik, awan melirik, langit membiru, ombak menderu, ikan menari, penyu bernyanyi, helang tertawa, pepatung terbang, rama-rama girang, bunga-bunga kembang menanti kumbang, pepohon melambai, payu lembut membelai, sang kancil bercanda, si belang riang menyapa. Alam berwarna-warni, punya pesona tersendiri, menghiburkan hati, melimpahkan rezeki, alam dan manusia, bak lagu dan irama, memberi jiwa, memberi rasa bagi yang
Hadiah dari Alam dideklamasikan or recited by Siti Farah Wahida and the poem written by Sharifah Zakiah Said Sahab. Especially for the Environment Department or JAS Penang. Thank you for the video. Okay, may this memory live on and may we meet again for more fruitful session in the future. Thank you once again to the Penang State Government, to the Environment Department, RCE University Science Malaysia, all judges for the support and help given, and to all participants involved in this program. Thank you once again for your participation in today's program. All right, with that, thank you so much to everyone. Stay safe and have a good weekend. I end this program today with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day ahead.